this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. 3rd quarter action ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Jackson now. This one brought in by Jefferson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. The Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Now Carlson for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Making sure.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And going right back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys hit bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes
through. Oh, Dave, I forgot to tell you. So, my dad is kind of stressed out right now. So apparently his ex-wife is filing child support when he's been giving my half-sister all the money that she needs, basically.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
His ex-wife feels like that's
great
not
field
enough.
Position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in
I
for
can
second
definitely
half
say he's been
blowout
given
material.
every damn dollar he's motherfucking had because shit, I had to spot his ass a couple dollars. It's a good time.
Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
He makes $4,000 a month.
Extend their lead yet again.
You can only imagine how much he's putting in their fucking pockets.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on, and they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Joe Montana on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They will look to throw. Montana. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Joe Montana here going to the air on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Taken in at the 11. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks.
No, it's called When It Comes to You by Friday.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
There you go.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets.
I was on the other side and didn't notice. I won't waste no time. To you. I won't waste no time. I won't waste my time when it comes to you. Give it all to 2, 3. It's around for you. All for you. All the time, wait for me. I was on the other side and didn't notice. I won't waste no time. I give it all to. I won't waste no time. I won't waste no time when it comes to you. On my brother's side, give it all to you. I won't waste no time. Won't waste no time. I won't waste no time when it comes to you. Dangerous in love with Dangerous in love with you. I'll never keep loving me, and I promise that I'll take care of you, cause I'm. Is it the original one that I used to play?